You know, they got Martinez moving up to flyweight next year. DAZN was not going to pass up on an opportunity for a Gallo Estrada Martinez super fight, all Mexican. So I'm not.
It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, right now, I'm patrolling the streets of Homestead, just get my walk in for the day. And listen, man, the news of the day, you know, the real exciting thing that people are talking about right now, and that I feel like I'm really excited about talking about this subject in this video because, you know, I'm a big Chocolatito fan. I love the super flyweight division, and I really feel like my perspective might be a little bit different than most people that are getting ready and getting excited for this fight. Now, Chocolatito, Romeo Gonzalez, aka the real TBE, as we affectionately call him here on this channel, he was slated to fight Gallo Estrada March 5th. As many of you know, Gallo Estrada came down with COVID supposedly, so it looked like the fight was going to be pushed back. It looked like it was going to be postponed for a later date. DAZN and all parties involved apparently have found an alternative solution, and Chocolatito Gonzalez will now be fighting none other than WBC flyweight champion Julio Cesar Martinez. Now, a lot of people are excited about the matchup, and from a boxing standpoint, you should be excited about the matchup. You should, you know, be counting down the days to seeing Chocolatito and Ray Martinez fight, because Julio Cesar Martinez and Chocolatito, these are two of the premier offensive fighters, not just in this weight class, but in the entire sport of boxing. So obviously you should be excited from it. But I gotta be honest with you guys. I gotta keep it real. I gotta give you the truth. I gotta give you how I see it. And I'm gonna tell you guys this, just the optics of this, how it looks, and what I think about it, is I truthfully believe to the core of my bones that this fight, as good as the matchup is, and as much as we should commend Julio Cesar Martinez for taking the challenge, I truthfully think that this is a setup. I think the optics of this fight lead me to believe it's a setup. Now, you guys saw the clip in the beginning of the video. I told y'all when I was at Chocolatito versus Estrada 2. You can see it. I'm at Chocolatito Estrada 2 just moments after the decision with Gallo Estrada. And I'm telling you, I told you guys back then that the DAZN, the boxing industry, and all parties involved, they weren't going to give Chocolatito that decision because they didn't want to ruin the potential possibility of a Mexican super flyweight super fight between Juan Francisco Estrada, Gallo Estrada, and Julio Cesar Martinez. And lo and behold, you know, the Gallo gets COVID, and the guy that I warned you that they're trying to phase Chocolatito out for to fight Gallo Estrada is their replacement opponent to fight Chocolatito. So I'm gonna tell you guys this. It's a good fight. I think Chocolatito can win the fight. But I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. He needs a knockout in this fight, because if he doesn't get a knockout this fight, there is no way in hell that Romeo Gonzalez is getting a decision on this card. No way, no how. You got to understand what Chocolatito's up against here. Just besides the guy he's fighting in the ring. Now, obviously, he's fighting a young, strong, hungry, powerful contender in Julio Cesar Martinez, but he's not just going against that. He's going up against but the corrupt judges, you know, boxing politics, you know, the powers that be, even the Canelo influence. You got to remember that there's that association that Julio Cesar Martinez has with Canelo Alvarez, and that cannot be understated. It can't be undervalued, and it can't be underrated at all. You know, listen. You can call it a conspiracy, you can call it whatever you want to call it, but the reality is, for whatever the case may be, going all the way back to 2017 when Chocolatito was the pound-for-pound king of boxing, they didn't want him to stay there for too long. They got what they needed out of him. They, being the boxing industry, they got what they needed out of him, be it popularity, be it ticket sales, be it, you know, whatever. And they gave that decision to Rungvisai. Then, you know, he got stopped in the rematch. And then, you know, it's a miracle that he even came back and became champion, because people they were trying to push Chocolatito out the door then. I mean, just go look at how they were talking about Chocolatito when he fought on the Canelo Golovkin 2 undercard. You know, like he was already a washed up past his prime fighter. So my thing is this: it's a hell of a fight. It's a great matchup. You know, at one point in time, I did a video about this matchup about 2 years ago in 2020, and I said that this would be a dream matchup in the super flyweight division. But after seeing what they're doing to Chocolatito, after seeing the way they robbed him in the Gallo Estrada rematch, and they're constantly trying to rob this man and muddy up the true where his true position in history is in this weight class with these ridiculous decisions. I know Rumberside knocked him out, but I'm saying the first one Rumberside fight, he did not lose. They robbed him. Same thing goes for the Gallo Estrada fight. He didn't lose that fight. They robbed him, but he has those blemishes on his record to keep his competitors and his counterparts with the appearance that they're on the same level as him, or that things are close. And the reality is, things have never been close. Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez has always been a cut above the rest. And I really think that this, if he does not get the knockout, against the young, marketable Julio Cesar Martinez, if he doesn't get it, this is the final step in completely phasing out Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez from the top level of boxing. And I hate to sound like a Debbie Downer, because I want to be excited for the matchup, but it's not like this isn't something new that I'm telling you guys. I literally told you guys this just last year at the damn Chocolatito versus Estrada rematch. I told you in the stands. You can see me in the damn stands at the beginning of the video, this video. So, I truthfully think, look, if Martinez knocks him out, fair play to him. But I could definitely see this being a fight where if both guys throw a bunch of punches, and let's just say it's one of those fights where you could score it 7-5 for Chocolatito or 7-5 for Martinez, or even if it's 8-4 either way on your scorecard, and there's a lot of swing rounds, there is no way in hell that Chocolatito will get the nod, because the boxing industry is they want that Mexican super flyweight fight. They want Martinez to be a bigger star. I mean, you gotta really think of it from a business standpoint. Don't think of it as me being like a negative Nancy or Debbie Downer. Think of it from the business standpoint. You got Martinez, who's Mexican, young, fun to watch, throws a lot of punches, has that casual, fan-friendly style. Mexican, he's got the Canelo Association, so that's a feather in his cap. There's so many reasons to push him forward as a star, and you can bet your ass come March 5th, if the fight is close at all, and Chocolatito does not get a stoppage, they are going to rob him, and that'll be the fourth loss officially on his record. At that point, Chocolatito will be 34, not too far away from being 35, which in this weight class is super ancient. You know, he don't really have a lot of time to begin with. You know, he could any one of these fights could be his last, and I really think that they're just slowly phasing him out. And I hate saying this. This is not fun for me to say as a Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez fan. This is not something cool to think about. But I have to be honest. I have to tell you guys the truth. I have to tell you guys what's really going on, because I know that this is happening. I know that they don't want him to win. I know that Roman Gonzalez, for whatever the case may be, they feel like they've gotten whatever they needed from him, and they're looking to move on from him. But the thing is, he's been such a great fighter. He's been he's fought at such a high level for such a long time that he's still a factor. Even with the powers that be not wanting to be the man in the weight class, he's still so good that he's in the conversation. So, I'll definitely talk about more of the technical side of this matchup as it gets closer. But I'm gonna consider this the best win. Like if Chocolatito wins this fight, I will consider this the best win of his career. Not because of Martinez being the best fighter he's fought or anything like that, but just because of he's fighting so many different things in this particular fight than most fights. They want that Gallo Estrada Julio Cesar Martinez fight, and they're gonna try to get it. So, you know, if I'm Marcos Caballero, if I'm Team Chocolatito, if I'm Chocolatito myself, I'm pushing for that knockout. I'm looking to put this dude in the proverbial, not actually, but I'm saying, like, you want to make it conclusive. You want to make this sure there's no questions with this fight. You want to bury Cesar Martinez as convincingly as possible, because if you don't, that's another blemish on what's been a great career. And you know, they're trying to muddy up the waters and not let Chocolatito rest and have his true place in history. But you know, credit to him for taking the fight. Credit to Martinez. Credit to Julio Cesar Martinez for stepping up to the plate. What the things I'm talking about is beyond just the fighters. The fighters don't really have any control over what I'm talking about. this pertains more to like the boxing industry and what they're trying to do. But you guys leave your comments down below. I think Chocolatito versus Julio Cesar Martinez has setup written all over it. You guys leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on True School Sports, the home of boxing. If you made it this far, do me a favor and do yourself a damn favor. Hit that subscribe button and surely you will not be disappointed. You know, True School Sports bringing you the latest and greatest, the untouchable, you know, boxing content, interviews, news videos, breakdowns, live fight reaction extravaganza. We've got a great community of people here, boxing fans all over the world, from America to the UK to Australia and on and on and on. So join the empire today. Hit that subscribe button. Take care and God bless.